Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska and Memorial Stadium. This sea of red ready to rock. One of the most loyal fan bases in the sport, ready to see the Cornhuskers get back to that championship level. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. That's caught. It's Kennedy. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line.
Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Huskers. They're setting out to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Michigan offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's a quick grab. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Down he goes, a sack.
Because this is what I love about the legacy of the Nebraska linebacker is the ability to get after the quarterback like this. You think about some of the guys that you and I have had a chance to watch wear that uniform. Back in the old days, it was that half jersey, right? Guys like Trev Alberts, Broderick Thomas, Terrell Farley in the mid-90s on that national championship team. Levante David, who's a great pro, but got it all started right there in Lincoln.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice, solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Important 2nd down play coming up. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
That is a 1st down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
1st down, looking to throw the ball. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Now it's 2nd down here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And the senior quarterback off target there, threw it behind him.
Well, when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, that's a great job by this defense of getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But boy, you'll play that defense all day.
if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
But he's got some space here. And he's going to finally head out of bounds, but talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And on the carry, he's heading left. No shot to bring him down. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That completion makes it second and medium. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. Pulls it in. It's Cox. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
The Huskers keep the football on the move. An inside give now from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. So we're all tied up after that one for the potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
And the point after is right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. Offense is back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Movement at the second level of defense now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Jadovsky. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Hands it off on the counter. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
They're going to run it here. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. There's the handoff. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Grabs near the sticks. It's hard. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet. The Cornhuskers lining up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block them.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Can he get there on the ground? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And the Huskers will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Trying for a 4th down completion. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. First down. Looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. And looking for a big play here. He grabs it inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the defense look slow that time. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half.
Just get in the pocket. Come on, efficient.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with their running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And it's complete downfield. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. See if they can do it again.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Looking to throw it on first down. There's contact on the throw. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fighting off the defender. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. Had a chance to tackle him near the line of scrimmage, couldn't get it done, and a massive gain.
How about all those yards after contact? He shakes free and then has the speed to almost take this to the end zone. This defense better do a much better job of pursuing the football and getting hats towards his back, because he's able to shake free from just one or two defenders.
And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Runs right over the defender. Second after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Hits the running back in the flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion sets up an important third down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Heavy pressure. He lets it go.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he pulls in the catch. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Michigan 24, Nebraska 14.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Just ran away from the defense. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Now they get set to kick it away.
Michigan 31, Nebraska 14.
Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And there's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
He's brought down at the 10-yard line. Brings up
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Cornhuskers will come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line, the occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking for some space. It's Cox.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
The Huskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Going to try to use his legs here. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And the defense jumps on the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on a ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it. They get the sack.
Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Extending the play now. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Jadowski. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And the Wolverines trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Kennedy. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second down and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And the quarterback will just sneak it here.
Well, I don't blame them to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Third down and goal for the offense. As a design quarterback keeper, they'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on fourth down. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Michigan. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Here's the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Michigan 38, Nebraska 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Running out of time in the pocket. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The Cornhuskers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He makes the grab. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. And the Huskers have first and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Fires it to his target. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This air attack is still unstoppable. Now to try for the 2-point conversion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan. And